Good afternoon, I'm Kansai Sprockets, and here I have a 2003 XTR rear wheel, and I'd like to take you through my maintenance routine that has allowed me 20 plus years of performance. So let's get it on. Unfortunately, without regular maintenance, cup and cone hubs wear out faster than their sealed cartridge counterparts. On the other hand, if you perfect this, you'll extend the lifespan of the hub over cartridge bearing hubs by years. Not to mention having a good tinker, which I love doing just as much as riding. To get going, you'll need a 15 and a 17mm cone wrench. Starting on the non-drive, affix the 15mm to the cone and loosen the lock nut with the 17mm. Once loose, remove the lock nut, spacer and cone by hand whilst holding the axle on the drive side, then remove the axle. Remove both the non-drive and drive bearings, preferably with something magnetic. I'd also like to point out here that I'll be replacing the freewheel body with the original XTR titanium body that I've just finished servicing. A long arm 10mm Allen wrench is ideal in this case. Loosen off the freewheel body, remove it, and check the splines for damage. On to cleaning. I like 2 parts degreaser to 1 part water in any clean spray bottle left around the house. Give it a good spray. Cotton tips are very effective. Grease the fixing bolt. Fit the freewheel body. And check for play. And onto the non-drive side. Not bad for a 22-year-old hub, eh? Give the hub body a clean. Remove the seals and give the cones a clean. Don't forget to replace the seals. Inspect the cones for wear. Slight wear on these cones, but there's more life in them yet. For reference, here's what a worn cone looks like. The rear takes 9 1/4 inch bearings on each side. I like to give them a quick degreaser bath before fitting. A quick pat and let them air dry. Lay your base grease, then fit 9 bearings. Then add an additional grease layer. Repeat the same process on the non-drive side. Insert the axle and nip the cone and lock nut firmly. Arresting the axle from the drive side, replace the cone, spacer and lock nut by hand. And now for the final adjustment. Whilst restraining the drive lock nut with the 17mm, adjust the non-drive cone with the 15mm. This may need a little time and practice to find that sweet spot perfectly. Too tight and the wheel will spin poorly, wearing the cups and the cones very quickly. Too loose and the axle will rattle around in that hub, causing just as much damage. So once you found the G spot, use the 17mm to fix the non-drive lock nut and check for play. Give it a few turns to confirm, and a well-adjusted hub should sound like this. Smooth and greasy. So hopefully you were able to pick up a few little insights. Thanks for watching. See you on the next installment, and happy biking.